What's up, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and I'm back with another D&D weekly update. Gonna be short this week. Not a whole lot of news. We're in that weird lull in between, and sorry I didn't adjust the white balance, so I'm very pale. Although I am very pale, so you just have to deal. But anyway, not a whole lot of news this week because we're waiting for Tomb of Annihilation to come out. That being said, we do have some more information about D&D Beyond for those of you guys who are using that, as well as some Neverwinter news and things of that nature. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, be sure to stay tuned. So let's jump right in. We have Tomb of Annihilation is obviously going to be available on Roll20, as they have been doing this going forward. It'll be available at the pre-release launch date that it will be in friendly local game stores, so you can get that online as well. Again, here's a whole article on the Verge all about D&D Beyond bringing Gary Gygax's blah 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 to the future digital toolset. As I've said before, I'm not like a huge fan of D&D Beyond. I don't have anything against it by any means. I just feel like people are already using things to do digital tool sets, and I guess I mean, you saw I did a review of it here on the channel. I felt building a character and it felt kind of clunky. Maybe that's been fixed, or maybe that's just me, but when the apps that exist that you can get more or less for free I feel like a better job of building a character with just as many options, just, you know, portable, which again I assume is what you're going to be using this for, because if you're playing in the majority of the online tabletop stuff where you would be using this digital tool set, I imagine you'd be using the tools. Like if you're playing in Fantasy Grounds or you're playing in Roll20, I imagine you're using Fantasy Grounds or Roll20 to build your character, not a separate other site, because they all allow you to die roll right within the system. I guess maybe if you were using your laptop at the table, you could use D&D Beyond, or I know there is an app, but like I said, I feel there's better mobile apps. There's ones that I've seen at all the conventions and things that I've gone to. Consistent use of these apps long before D&D Beyond came out. So I don't know, maybe I'm ranting too much about that. But again, speaking of D&D Beyond, August 15th, all of the other modules are going to come out. Right now, everything that you can get in there is available via the open gaming license. So this is, again, the stuff you'll have freely available to you in things like Roll20. However, if you want to purchase modules to have that stuff, I mean, here I am on D&D Beyond. You can see I have access to all of these things. This is just the forums on the D&D Beyond website. If you would like to purchase the actual books to get access to specific things, I think we talked about this once already, but I'll go over it again. Player's Handbook and Volo's Guide will be $24.99, and adventure modules such as Curse of Strahd, Storm King's Thunder will be $24.99. For the first week after launch, however, Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master Guide, and Monster Manual will be $19.99 each. Players can get the most. The Hero tier at $2.99 a month is intended primarily for players. It removes ads on the site, allows players to create an unlimited number of characters. Main free version is 6. And add publicly shared homebrew content to your collection to use within the toolset. Master tier at $5.99 a month is primarily for Dungeon Masters and full groups. It grants all the benefits of the Hero tier and allows the DM to share all her unlocked official content with other players within a campaign, so content does not have to be unlocked by every player. So I get it, and you can use it to manage your campaigns, something like you might do in other campaign management sites like Obsidian Portal or things of that nature. However, you don't use campaign managers typically to run your game. You run your game somewhere else and you just log it. Maybe I missed it and there is a way to actually run your game in D&D Beyond. Then I would say it gives you the leg up over everything else that's out there. But I mean, as far as I know, the open gaming license has every monster in the monster manual, and I think all of the magic items that are in the Dungeon Master Guide are available in the open game license. The only thing you're missing is character stuff, so the Player's Handbook would be the one you'd want to pick up if you were going to use this exclusively. In a processor from Dice Camera Action, was on the lore you should know, and this one was all about Batiri goblins. So those are the goblins, the local kind of totem pole looking goblins we've seen in the past that are going to be present heavily in Cholt in the Tomb of Annihilation storyline coming out in September. Funny, it was all marked as mature. I don't know if it normally is, but it is right here, so there you go. And then lastly, probably by the time you guys are watching this tomorrow, Tuesday, July 25th, the Cholt storyline, Tomb of Annihilation storyline, goes live in Neverwinter. It'll be Neverwinter on PC. Let me clarify. It will be out later on PC or on PS4 and Xbox One, but it will be live on PC July 25th. So if you guys would like to jump into the world of Cholt and the Tomb of Annihilation, months ahead of the time you'd be able to get in and play it, at your table with your actual physical copy or digital copy of the actual storyline, you can get a little early access look via Neverwinter. That's pretty much it, guys. The typical spiel, as always, we are doing a giveaway on the channel right now to give away an Elderwood Academy spellbook, as well as a set of combat and condition cards from the folks at Crit Games. So they will be giving us a set of those to give away, and we already have the Elderwood Academy spellbook. So if you'd like to enter to win, all you have to do is follow a couple of social medias, and then there's a bunch of other ways to gain bonus entries. That only runs for another 7 days, and at the end of that contest, we'll choose and mail it out to you free of charge. It's open to international viewers and fans as well, so be on the lookout for that. Also, I will remind you, if you guys already subscribed and all did that stuff, and unsubscribed at least before the contest ends, you will be ineligible to win, so keep that in mind. And then lastly, we have 3 streams we do this particular week. We have Horde of the Dragon Queen on Monday, Storm King's Thunder on Tuesday, and my character building show on Wednesday called It Builds Character, where I take your fan suggestions, unless I don't have any, I come up with my own. Take your fan suggestions and build characters in live with you guys in the chat for about a half an hour to an hour. So I'll build about 1 character each Wednesday. This could be everything from a build concept, a character you want to build yourself or aren't sure about, something like I want to play a goblin monk, or I want to play a bugbear that uses a polearm. Something like that. Bugbear using a polearm, that's pretty open-ended. I have full control over the class and items and things like that. Goblin monk, a little bit less. Or, as we saw the first week, I built Trevor Belmont from the Castlevania Netflix series, and you guys came out in droves suggesting other characters for me to build. I've already got a laundry list. I'm good through probably the end of the year almost at this point. Tuxedo Mask, Hellboy, Darth Vader. I've got all these huge lists of stuff that you guys want me to make. So those will be all factored in, and then you guys can come out and suggest more, and I'll keep adding them. And I'll put up a list of what week I'll be doing what characters, so you guys are able to see. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it here for me on the channel. We're also doing giveaways on each campaign-based stream. So Monday and Tuesday of this week, if you log in into the chat and at least hang around till the break, we're doing a giveaway of something. We've given away dice and character sheets and things of that nature. And then also be on the lookout soon for a unboxing video for the new Tomb of Annihilation series of minis, as they will be coming out shortly, if they're not out already, and I'll be picking up my copy, so be on the lookout. I should probably have changed that to this, but, well, now I have a couple more seconds to talk. So anyway, check out up above. There's been some cool Kickstarters. I've done Kickstarter spotlights here on the channel for some awesome things. The new Hex Chest Remastered from the folks at Elderwood Academy, which I will be doing a separate video on in the future, comparing it, the new version, the remastered version, to the original version. Also check out Deep Dungeon Diving or Deep Dungeon Games class-specific sets. They're really cheap and really, I shouldn't say cheap, really affordable dice rolling trays and dice towers. They're class-specific, and they've got cool colors and things. So if you wanted a wooden dice tower but don't want to shell out the money for an Elderwood Academy or a Wormwood Gaming, this may be the route for you. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that. You can always click right over here to subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date. Make sure you also hit that notify button, the little bell down below, if you want to make sure you don't miss out on any of our content going forward. So hope you enjoyed this long-winded video that went a little bit longer than I anticipated. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next time.